What's goody?
Goody. Just here with the honey here trying to find the cake lady.
Find the what?
Find the cake lady.
So, man, let's touch up on some of these topics that we weren't able to touch on earlier. Make sure everybody that hasn't subscribed to the new channel on YouTube. It's called Before Champ on YouTube. Make sure you guys go out your way, subscribe to the new YouTube channel. I'm gonna let you talk a little bit upon the YouTube channel yourself, Zab. Let you touch up on that.
Are we live right now on YouTube?
Oh, yep, we are live on Mill City Boxing.
All right. What's up, guys? Your boy Zab Super Joe, the Mill City Boxing. We got a new YouTube channel, Before Champ. You know what I'm saying? It's for champions, current champions, soon to be champions. Champion, if you think you're gonna be a champion, you know what I'm saying? I need all them people right there. You know what I'm saying? If you think you got a homeboy that might be champ, pull up. Let's talk about it.
Let's bring it back a couple steps. Obviously you as a decorated amateur, but as far as thinking about becoming Brooklyn's, champion in your era, when was that a thought in your mind?
It was never a thought in my mind. My mind was just to go out there and be great. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a knowledge about what I was doing when I was doing what I was doing. It was just, this is better than what we were doing yesterday. So let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like after every fight, you got bigger and bigger and better, and more fans and people and things like that. You know, we was coming from Brooklyn from the hood, so that sounded good to us. All of the praises and things that was going on. So of course, that was way better than what we was doing.
Well, tell me, what was probably one of the better highlights in your amateur career that you remember?
I don't know, Golden Glove finals, nationals. It was all of it. Everything was a different experience. See, every experience was different. I met different people. I traveled different states. I went to different places. You know what I'm saying? I got to see different things. I slept in different hotels. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Everything was an experience. Coming from my house to going to another state in a fresh hotel, jumping in limos. You know what I mean? It was different. It was almost like, you know what I'm saying, when I was home, I was like, the regular kid. But when I got in my Zab Judah element traveling, it was like I was like the Superman with a cape going around. You know what I mean? So all of it was different.
Talk about like high school, being a fighter in high school. That's the only similarity I have with you.
I know. High school was great, man. 9th grade, I won the Golden Gloves. 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade was like a piece of cake. I was well known in my school. I was on television in the papers, so everybody knew about who Zab Judah was in Judah Brothers. It was. If I got into some stuff in high school, it's because I got into some stuff. I was still a product of my environment. I'm from Brownsville. Word.
Greatest accomplishment?
Probably listening to my parents with the notion of them telling me, be who you want to be. My mother used to always tell me that. Just be who you want to be. Be you. Be you. Don't be afraid to be you. And then once I started being me, my father embraced it. He backed it. He pushed it. He motivated. He fueled the fire. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to just be myself and be great. And that's it. And I always tell people, when you do what you love and you love what you do and you just being you and it's natural, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. When you do stuff for the love without a financial attachment to it, you know what I'm saying? In a financial space, when you're just doing it just for the love, finance gonna come. So you don't worry about that. You know what I mean? It's gonna come. You know what I mean? Because it goes with the formula of what you're doing.
Okay. Now, as far as first time, title shot. This is the before champs, so now it's like you're coming into that stage in your life, you know what I'm saying? But even before that, just going being a popular amateur and then coming in your pro debuts and stuff like that. Anything that you remember that is kind of like eye catching?
Yeah, my pro debut was actually frightening for me. You know what I'm saying? I was the co-main event to Pernell Whitaker, and on HBO, and we fought in Miami, Florida, and this is the first time amateurs out there can understand what I'm saying. This is the first time I got a chance to be a professional, take off my headgear, take off my shirt, put on smaller gloves. It was different. It was a whole different experience. But when the bell rung and the first punch was thrown, I quickly adjusted. Once I felt him trying to hurt me and trying to take me out, then I quickly zoned in and just became that Zab Judah that everybody know. And then I ran up a record. I was like 6-0 with 6 straight knockouts. The next 6 straight up, and then I ran into my first time being cut. I got cut in the fight, and I went the distance. And so that was different. First time being in the ring and seeing your own blood is different.
Did you?
Not for everybody.
Did you have a rush of urgency to want to like fight more? What was going through your head when you first got the cut?
No, so after my first knockout, I had went in. I was very much anxiously looking to do that every time. Every time around the thing, I was looking for a knockout because it felt so dope and so easy. I was able to remember at this time I'm doing 4-rounders, so I was able to turn a 4-rounder into a 1-rounder and get the same pay, the same everything, and get a bigger notoriety. You know what I mean? So it was like, whoa, this is cool. They scheduling me for 4 rounds. I'm turning these shits into 1 round, like 20 seconds, 30 seconds of the first round. You know what I mean? So it was phenomenal, and I kind of ran it up. Then what I was seeing was like when you hit somebody like knockouts, you don't even feel them. You just like go through them, and boom, 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 and then it just over. You know what I mean? I just fell in love with that.
Going even a couple steps back, I remember talking to you on the phone. I'm like, Zab, I remember getting paid in the Golden Gloves, these little bets and this and that. And then you're like, yeah. But you were saying, Mills, I really got paid doing this. Like, I'm over here saying, like, here's $20 from this guy winning the bet for me. No, that was my story. This guy goes and tells me, nah, you get paid when you're an amateur. And I said, no. He goes, yeah, when you're the top in the country. I said, yeah, you kind of missed up on that one.
Yeah, when you're number 1 in the country, they pay you a month. You know what I'm saying? I think at this time we was getting like $3,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? We like 17 years old, getting like 3 bands a month. So that was like for your training and your put in and things like that.
In the 80s? Or we're talking the 80s here, right?
No, we're talking yeah, 80s. We in the 80s. Yep. We in the 80s. This is well, no, I'm lying. It's 90s. It's 90s. Excuse me, I'm 90s. We in the 90s. Okay. This is 93 because I went to the 96 Olympics. So this is 95 actually. 94, 95. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We getting a check for being number 1 in the country. We in the box office. We traveling. We having a good time. We young kids. I remember it was me, Floyd Mayweather, Zaire Raheem, Nate Jones, Antonio Tava, Terrence Coughlin, David Reed. It was all of us. Like we was like a little crew. Fernando Vargas, Eric Morales. You know what I'm saying? David Diaz. It was a bunch of us, bro. We was just Rasheed Wells. God bless the dead. Rest in peace. Lawrence Claybay. Nate Jones, I said Nate, and yeah, we had a solid squad. Tava, Antonio Tava. Yeah, man, we had a good team. Like, and I think like 95% of our Olympic team turned 95, maybe 98% of the team turned over to be world champions. It was no, and there's a debate today that states there is no team colder than that 96 team.
So talk about that. Talk about the team itself, that competitive edge. You know, talk about anything that you that stands out that you would like to tell the people about that. Nobody talks about stories about that.
We had a cold team. I mean, we had monsters. Everybody turned out to be world champions, from Fernando to Zaire to Floyd to Zab to David to everybody turned out to be champion of the world, bro. Crazy.
And y'all saying that to each other, like we gonna be champion of the world. Like, are you saying that amongst each other, or like y'all don't believe it yet?
This time coming up in '96, we was looking out at our peers and everything, and we just knew there was nobody out there that could mess with us in that weight class. Like, I remember at my time, I was super cocky with mine. I remember it was a champion. I remember getting into it with a fighter by the name of Vince Phillips. I got into it with a fighter by the name of Shambe Menchu. I got into. I mean, these are older champions before myself that was there in the weight class, and I was just, to me, now I look back, yeah, I was being a troublemaker, but to me, in my head, I was just introducing myself to the game, like telling the champion, like, yo, listen, man, your days are numbered, bro. Like, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? You might not know me, but I know who you are. I watch your style. I watch what you got, and I don't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? That's basically how I was. I was like, yo, listen, do what you're going to do, bro. Your days are numbered. And I remember telling me and Vince Phillips had a big brawl. You know what I'm saying? Getting into it. No, Kazuzu wasn't champion at the time. He wasn't champion at the time. So I'm talking about on the way up. There was no Kazuzu champion, guys. So you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling the guys that, yo, what's up? We coming. I'm here now. You know what I mean? It was different. You know.
Who was the cockiest one on the team?
Cockiest. I don't know. I mean, because see, it's a difference with me with cocky, because cocky sometimes means confident. I mean, everybody was confident. Everybody was talking shit. Everybody that was winning was in the winning circle. We was like, what? Can't fuck with us. Can't deal with us. You know what I mean? No way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, yeah, or everybody, like the Midwest boys had their Midwest style. The East Coast homies had their East Coast style. The West Coast had their West Coast style. I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put nobody out there, but everybody had their swag of how they was coming with it. You know what I'm saying?
At that time, you guys are young. So if you going to a party, who you grabbing?
What you mean?
If you're going to a party at that time, who you pulling out of the team to go with you?
Well, at this time, like, we really hung out. It was like me, Zaire, Floyd, David Reed, Tara. You know what I'm saying? That was our little crew right there. That was our crew. You know what I'm saying? But mainly me, Zaire, Terrence Carpenter, and David Reed and Floyd. Yeah, that was our little crew right there.
Yeah. Have you ever had a moment?
Clay Bay was older. He was more laid back. Nate Jones was, he kicked in a little with us a little bit. Talking them, like, they had their own little different styles, so different.
Talk about, a lot of people never talk about gym stories. I feel like gym stories be some of the hottest stories that people never really get to cultivate on, as far as bringing it to context. As far as one of your favorite gym stories coming up, what would you say?
I had a lot of gym stories.
So many different gyms too, So
yeah, it depends on what you're talking about, where you talking about, and how you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about from skills to street shit to to everything, bro. It was like we got it on the career. Word.
Well, this is your show, so you gotta choose. You're gonna have to choose one. You know what I mean? How about as far as like tough gym days, real tough gym days?
Man, major. I remember going to gyms. I don't want to say no name because I don't want to ruffle no feathers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember going to the gyms and turning up and they getting mad in the gym. First of all, it wasn't our gym, so we pulled up, court wreck. Now it's time to break out, and niggas is outside like, yo, we ain't trying to hear it like that. It don't go like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we on some, what? It does go like that. This what we do. You know what I'm saying? Mainly because of me, you know what I'm saying? My father and everybody tell you, my team, like, I was vicious with it, so I was knocking dudes out. And then, you know what I'm saying? You go to somebody's house, knock them out, you know, somebody gonna have feelings. You know what I'm saying? In the gym. So everybody ain't gonna side with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. Now you're in New York City, right? And you got all these other boroughs that all these other cities around you that are great in boxing in the East Coast, right? So you're traveling for sparring and stuff like that. What would you have to say throughout your career? Some of the toughest gyms that you've been in, as far as leading up, coming to the gym.
So I would always say Jersey. Jersey had tough boys. Baltimore always had tough. DC.
What part Jersey?
Newark. Like we used to go over to Newark when we was young. Box with Kendall Hall and all those guys, and yeah, Jersey had a headbanging squad out of there. Baltimore had some boys out of there. You know, Baltimore always had homies in Baltimore. You know, it was a lot of great fighters that didn't make it to the professionals. That when you went down there, you got some good fucking work, and you know these guys, you know, they just never made it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you had DC always had good stuff. Going down the line, let's see, VA. Some parts of VA, like Norfolk, you hit Norfolk, would have got a nice little gym out there. You know, North Carolina, they had the armies. The army boys had it. The army guys had it in Fayetteville. What else? Then you would go like, Georgia. Then Georgia, you stop off in Georgia. Them boys is banging down there. Them boys, and then Florida, Pensacola, what's the
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, you got me?
Yep. You're back.
Yeah, and Pensacola, I think I'm saying it right, St. Pete. I think that's where Roy knows from down there. And they had bangers. Then you start going over to Detroit, the Midwest, Chicago, Milwaukee. Like they had bangers, boy. They had hitters out there. No joke.
Looking at your career now, do you ever sit back and watch any of your fights?
I watch all of them.
Really?
I watch them all the time. Yeah, I watch them all the time.
What's your favorite?
All of them. It just depends on what day it is and what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying?
All right, then. So I'm gonna name some fights. You're gonna tell me what they mean to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're 19 years old, Mickey Ward.
So that was the threshold of the crossover. You know what I'm saying? But after you give me his own thing. Oh. So Mickey Ward, right? So this was this fight right here I was 14-0, going on my 15th fight. Now usually, you know, most guys, you know, when they get to like the 20th, 21st, that's when the crossover we find out. They threw me in a little early because I was knocking a lot of guys out. I was knocking out good fighters. You know, I fought David Sample. A lot of these guys was top guys. I was getting rid of them in the first round. You know what I mean? So they said Mickey Ward. At this time, Mickey Ward was
winning Mickey Ward. Only a couple losses.
Way before for people that follow boxing, this is way before the Toro Gotti fights. Way before the Gotti fights, he was in his prime. He was still strong. He was stopping guys with body shots at this time. He was known for the liver shot, and
he was actually known for like being down in a fight and then like hitting you with the liver shot and winning.
Yeah, and so he this was the fight. They say, you know, you if you could beat Mickey, then we could get you over to the next level, and we going to start looking for world titles. Now at this time, y'all gotta remember, my confidence is sky high. I'm spawned. I'm in training camp with Pernell Whitaker, Toro Gotti, Holyfield, top notch, all of the main event duel guys, top notch guy. I'm here, upper echelon of boxers. So fair is like none other. I'm spawned with Pernell, Sweepy, Whitaker. This is at the time when he's pound for pound the best fighter in the world. This is when he was at his peak. You know what I'm saying? I'm spawned with him. You know, before the Delaware fights and all that. You know what I mean? So it was amazing. You know what I mean? So now I'm spawned with this guy, and now I'm going back to an amateur tournament, which I think my level of confidence is like it's insane, bro. I'm like, what? I just got put in box with Pernell for like 6 weeks. Now I'm going to the tournament. I'm gonna smoke everybody in this tournament. By the way, guys, my amateur record was 115 wins and 5 losses. You know what I'm saying? So
disgusting.
You could Google it and check it out. And so, you know, but that's why, man. I always had great work. I was always around great competition. You know, my father was a very competitive person who always put us in the test, always from day one. He had me going in the test from day one. So, you know, but it made me be who I am today. You know what I mean?
Now tell me, you just said who I am today, right? So tell me another super meaningful fight right after Mickey Ward. Like, what's the next meaningful fight in your career?
Oh man, I gotta look at my record. And see what's after Mickey Ward.
It's like that. I thought you watch your fights.
No, I mean, I didn't say I remember the record right up top. But if I look at it, I can tell you.
Yeah, it'd be better. Yeah, it'd be better if you just look through it.
Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Okay, let's go.
So we're at 19 years old right now. 19.
Let's see. And what's a banger up there? Ooh, shit! I'm going down the line. I'm like, damn, I ain't got the Mickey yet. Wait a minute. It was some good ones.
So you had some fire shit before Mickey, you saying?
I had some good fights before Mickey Ward, yes. Good fights. Yeah. So after Mickey Ward, I fought a fighter by the name of Attilio Villarreal.
Where?
There was another, huh?
Where?
I think we fought in Cape Cod.
All right, so you around my area.
Yeah, I fought around your area. He was 15. What his record was? He was 15 and 6.
The Cape,
so
huh?
He was 15 and 6. I was 14 and 0. I mean 15 and 0.
So who?
I rated him first round, second round, and then I fought this guy by the name of Daryl Tyson.
How do I know you didn't fight a tomato can coming all the way over here, first round and shit?
Oh nah, you can check him out.
He went out and started killing shit after.
100%. Let's see what was his.
So you said the hardest.
So then Daryl Tyson, I knocked him out. Then I fought a fight. Then I made it to Vegas. I was in Vegas. This is 16 and 0. I'm in Vegas now with Fredo Negron. Another tough fight on the Mike Tyson fight.
Shout out to Kevin.
The IBF interim world title.
2
fights after Mickey. I'm fighting for the IBF interim championship of the world.
So what are you? Are you 20? Are you 20 years old?
So this was 99. It was still 99. So nope, I wasn't. I was 19.
19 years old, going for your world title.
Going for the world title, 4th round knockout.
Don't let me compare you to today's guys.
Then I fought another 1st round knockout right after that. And then I fought a fighter by the name of David Sample. He was like undefeated at the time, like 20. I think he was 26-0. Knocked him out 1st round. Jan Bergman. Now I go for Jan Bergman. This is for the IBF championship of the world. 4th round knockout.
Do you remember all your knockouts?
I mean,
that's a memorable moment. Each one is a memorable moment.
Every one is a memorable moment, but you start doing this shit so much that he was just, 57 times, 30 by knockout. I mean, I'm like, 30 of them, Mills. 30, Mills, 30.
I know. A lot of people don't reach that many fights.
What? Knockouts. We ain't talking about fights. I'm talking about just knockouts, professionally.
So tell me, now your hardest puncher that you've been in there, Matthysse, right? Is what you said?
Lucas Matthysse. Yes.
What part? What's your stages of your career? How is your mental coming into that fight?
This is in 2010. 2010. At the time we fight, his record is 27-0 with 26 knockouts.
Talk about a monster.
Come on, guys. I ain't fighting no poo-putts. He was a 27-0, and I beat him. Coming from Argentina. We know how them Argentina boys started coming. They was coming parking shit. Remember? Them boys was parking shit.
So, tell me, what's the mental coming into that fight? You know that he's a monster. You know you're a monster.
Well, they tried to trick me and told me I didn't get to see much video of him. They just said his record, and they had 1, 2, 3 fights. They had his 3rd professional fight, first 3 fights, and that's it. They said because he was in Argentina, and they didn't have no video, so I didn't have much to work with. I had 3 fights, only up to the 3rd fight. So I basically just seen his style of how he hold his hands and shit like that. That's it.
Okay. And knowing his record,
knowing the record, I was still like, all right, I'm Zab though. We coming back. We coming off of you know what I'm saying? We on the win streak now. We had 1, 2. We had 2 knockouts up until this point. 3 knockouts. So let's go for Lucas. I'm not scared of nobody. You know that, Bill.
Right. So I got a killer question. Don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You've been in the ring with Floyd. You sparred Floyd, fought Floyd. You sparred Pernell Whitaker. In your eyes, if they had to get it, what do you think?
Can't do that with me. Y'all know me. I don't do that.
Nah?
It's Whitaker all day.
So tell me, how does that fight play out?
I mean, listen, Pernell was. Floyd gonna hold his own.
Break down the skills and tell me how you see it.
I don't know. I can't say right now. It's hard to say, but just know that I'm going for Whitaker. Floyd know that. Floyd gonna say, "Oh, Zab love Whitaker, so he's not gonna pick nobody over Whitaker."
Okay.
I ain't picking nobody over Tyson. I ain't picking nobody over Hagler. Nobody over Ray Robinson. Y'all know that. Nobody. Them is my guys.
Do you think that would be that would be a back and forth fight?
I mean, I was there when they boxed when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? I was right there.
Really?
We all boxed Pernell. Floyd, Zaire, me, Fernando, Vernon Forrest, all of us.
And you guys would do what, like Rob Robbins with each other?
Ron Robbins, yep. That's how we all stay. We had like an all-star team, and we used to work with each other. So nobody was like, everybody got what they needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put a long type boxing guy, you could box with Vernon. Vernon was serious with it. Vernon Forrest, rest in peace, was cold with it. You had Mighty
Ivan Robinson.
You had what was my other boy out of Cleveland? Eddie Hobson, a little fast. Eddie Hobson. Oh my God, Eddie Hobson was good. Gotti was there. Livingstone Bramble was there.
Can you imagine if YouTube was around at that time?
It was none of that. We had them big ass VCR recorders. Remember, you had to hold like this shit, big ass Betamax. Word.
Yeah, them shits. Yeah, they didn't even have the small little Sony joints yet. Yeah, them shits was huge.
They ain't had that. If you had that, you was lit.
Right. So now, we go out. What you think about as far as I like the Philadelphia when you went out and fought. No, it was in Brooklyn actually, but Danny Garcia. There was a lot of hype to that fight. What do you think? I mean, that's going towards your end, your tail end of your career. But talk to me. What the animosity in that fight? Talk to me about that fight specifically.
2013. No, I mean it wasn't no animosity until we got to where we got until they started playing games. You know what I'm saying? Until they started doing the bullshit, it wasn't no animosity. But once they started doing the little trickery shit with locking us downstairs, and then again, like I said, it wasn't so much Danny. Danny was a very humble guy, a very great fighter, I'd say, to work with and fight. It was really Angel. It was, Angel was the guy that get under your
skin. The Birdman.
Yeah, Angel got under the fighter's skin, and me and Danny really never had no words. We never really, we never really had a face off or argument or none of that. It was, it was more or less Angel with his comments and him winding me up, doing what he's supposed to do. Looking back now, I can say he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? That was the round. Wind zap Judah up, get him off this pivot, but think about my son and put the narrative on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And he did a good job. I ain't gonna lie.
Miguel Cotto.
Who?
Miguel Cotto fight. There's a lot going on in that fight.
Miguel Cotto, we're gonna call him Dr. Miguel Cotto.
Doctor.
He switched up the chromosomes A and Y inside the inside the nutsack. No dig. Pause. For those that know.
So, for the ones that don't, clarify.
So at the time, I had a big family. I had four daughters up until the time. After the Miguel Cotto fights with the low blows, I had 3 boys, including twin boys.
So blessings, Thank you, Cotto. You know what I mean? Because
I know what he did, but that low blows, shit knocked the chromosome. The Y and the Z.
He hooked you up with some boys. So, talk about that was a super competitive fight. The super competitive fight. Talk about the ring, like the energy in the ring, bro. Talk about that fight. You went to war in that fight, bro.
I mean, the atmosphere and the ambiance was electrifying. It was the Puerto Rican Day. It was the day of the Puerto Rican Day parade.
Right.
Very huge Latin holiday in New York City. The garden was packed. Black and brown, motherfuckers was getting down. That's all I'm saying.
You know, as far as the end of the fight is concerned, you know, there was a lot of bloodshed. Uh, that moment at the end, you know, everybody got that moment at the end that normally you hug and you say certain things to the fighter. I think, you know, I want to know what was being said with like you and Cotto, knowing that he can't really speak English that well, right? And also, you know, Mayweather fight. Like after that, do you remember those moments?
Yeah, I remember both of them. Just Cotto was, I remember being in a tough, hard night. I just told him, yo, good fight. That's it. Good fight. You know? Floyd fight was a little different. After the fight was a little more intense because of the brawl and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was a little more intense. We carried on. Well, I carried on like you know, childish for a little bit more months after the fight. But then maybe a couple years later, I just let it go. We just sat down and became cool, chopped it up.
Well, speak about that. You said you was childish. What made you felt like you was childish at the moment, at the time?
Just every time I seen him, I wanted to fight.
Oh, you was on that type of time.
I was on my Brooklyn shit, Brownsville. We see each other. What's up? Middle of the street. We had a couple showdowns. You know, shout out to Floyd Mayweather and the Money Team.
Hmm. But what is it like though? Like, is it the fact that you feel like you was cheated?
Huh?
Was it because you felt like you was cheated? You felt like you didn't get a fair shake in that fight and stuff like that?
Oh, you didn't see the Mayweather fight, huh?
Of course I did.
Oh, hello.
Of course I did.
Hello. Hello.
Right. Right. Shout out to Jerry Forrest. Definitely going to be tapping in some fighters as well because this is that segment of Before Champ. So my question to you before I do that, what's your opinion on Devin Haney wanting to press charges on Ryan Garcia, trying to get that O back, and in the same time, Ryan wanting to do the whole thing, pressing charges upon, I don't know who he wants to really press charges on.
Well, listen, I believe this. On the 22nd, when the test comes back, if the test is still positive and he's still in the wrong, then listen, he should be held accountable at all costs. You know what I'm saying? With the strictest judge that there is in the world. Yes, I ain't mad at that. If the man comes back negative and it's saying that he's not, then just let up off him and let's try to figure out what happened. You know what I'm saying? And what was the thing with me? But as of so far, it can't. There's no way it can come back because the oxygen and the neo thought and whatever this shit is, it already been shown that it's in the system. So that right there has to be explained. We got to get the explanation for that. Why is these two banned substance in your system during fight time? That's the major bottom line of this whole shit that we going through. So people keep saying he's not guilty. Why did they find this situation in your blood? That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when they get to the bottom of that, because fair is fair and right is right.
Now, what happens if this takes a turn, right? And due to the fact that VADA is not necessarily a government funded program. They also, I guess, the New York Commission has their own testing facilities and stuff like that. So, considering that they're not necessarily supposed to be testing for these things, do you feel like if they just kind of look past that, how do you feel if they just look past that? the actual vital.
I don't think looking past anything is something that should be done here. I don't think Bill Haney's going to allow any looking past anything. You know, I think every situation should be dealt with under a microfine glass. You know what I'm saying? It should be dealt with. You know, we want to know why was this banned substance in your system during the fight? Because if it was put there, if you 100% legally, then you cheated. Like, if you cheated in the fight, you should be held accountable. And according to what the scales is, as a person that's been through something like this, you should be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's attempted murder, 100%.
Do you feel like they should probably just like do what they normally do when it as like a 6 month suspension, like something at that sort? Like, you think that would be fair?
Yeah, I don't think anything normal should be done here because I don't think that Ryan Garcia is, he's playing in a normal playing field. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, anything that was done intentionally. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. So it should be dealt with accordingly, 100%.
So even like speaking to Scooter, you still feel like it was done intentionally?
I mean, listen, Scooter was there at 11 hours. The man claimed that, he said that he didn't do it. I believe him. So this substance had to be taken before or after, 100%. 100%.
I got that. I can make a clip. When you was talking to Floyd on the interview, we're like, Dev's our guy. I know Ryan's your guy too. And then Ryan kind of go out and say that, Floyd told him to do this. Come up 3 pounds ahead of time. What do you?
Listen. The 3 pounds, we passed that. I want to know why is aspartame and neo, whatever the shit is, in your system. That's the 2 questions I want to know. That's it. I ain't worried about the tactics and the strategies you use to make the weight. We're not worried about that. We want to worry about the test that you failed that had the neo, I can't pronounce the name, but that had that in it, and the prior stuff that you had in your system. Why is oxygen and that in your system? We had Scooter on here, and we had, Casey on here. These guys are like scientists when it comes to these situations with the enhancements. You know what I'm saying? PEDs enhancement. These guys are like scientists, and they broke it down to a T exactly what these things can do. And do I want to fight a fighter that has this shit in their system? Hell no. Is it illegal? Yes, it is. Because as fighters, our hands are registered as a combatant weapon, right? So that means you took a combatant weapon and you put hollow tip bullets inside the gun. Isn't that attempt murder?
Do you feel like I don't know, man? Do you feel like they should run it back? There's so much tension. Are we even talking about we're supposed to be talking about the undisputed heavyweight, champion of the world this Saturday, the title fight,
I feel like everything should be dealt accordingly right now. We should find out what happened with the last fight, and if it was dealt with as we think it was, harmfully and tainted and tampered with, then we should go ahead and dismiss that case totally 100% on the board. There should never be another give a shot at a person that does something harmful like that. Never.
But this is boxing. Has happened numerous times. Why make this assumption now, Zab?
Well, I've always made this assumption. In my case, you guys, people that know, I had my brain surgery and my things from a situation similar. And no, I don't play that. I don't fuck around, play it, and that's it. So that's it. If you're not the guy you say you are, you can't fight. Get your ass off the pot. That's it. 100%. But if you're the guy that you are to say, that you are the guy that they made for the job and you can do what you do, then do it.
I like it. Gotta hear a new question here, Zab. How do pro boxers train, and what y'all did for strength and conditioning? I want to know for my own personal use.
Well, I did a lot of stuff in my career. Push-ups, pull-ups, everything like that. Fuck is popping, big.
What's going on?
Who's that, bro?
What's going on, Jerry? It's a little loud out there. I'm gonna tap you out. If you could just go somewhere where there's less noise.
Yeah, basketball game.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you though.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just tagging in my bad.
No biggie, no biggie.
My apologies.
Appreciate you. It's cool. He fought Big Bang Zang. He fought Jerry Forrest. He's a heavyweight. He fought he was just on. He just had bad reception. And he was.
That was him. Okay.
Yeah. So he fought Big Bang Zang. He went a draw with Big Bang Zang, and he lost to I think Jared Anderson stopped him. We got here. What's going on, my man? We got Kevin Johnson. What's going on, Kevin?
Kev. What's going on, fella? What's up? How's everything going? What's up, Kev? How you doing, brother? I'm good, my brother. How you been? I've been blessed. No time, no speak. Just hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. I hear you. Yeah, man. That's way to be. I hear you out there crushing on shit, Kev. What's going on there? You out there? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They can't touch me, man. You know? Quiet as I kept. You know what I mean? I'm still working. You know what I mean? I'll be working under a radar that people don't see, you know? So, you know, it's time for me definitely give me that exposure, you know? Well, I want you to know that over here, man, you got a voice over here, man. You pull up anytime, you got something to say, something to get up your chest, you pull up with us and let's make it happen. You heard? Hey, it means a lot. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Honestly, dude. What's up next for you? What you got up next? So my next fight is on July 6th under the Shakur Stevenson undercard, and it will be against Kelvin Davis, Keyshawn Davis' brother. Oh, okay. Wow, that's a good one. Yep. Tell me about that. How you feel about that? Oh, I'm excited. You know what I mean? They gave me a lot of time to prepare, and just so you know, I've been fighting a lot of undefeated fighters. It's nothing new to me. You know what I mean? I've been taking a lot of undefeated records, but they've been giving me like 2-3 weeks, and I still beat them. You know what I mean? So this one, they give me a lot of time. And I'm excited. I'm gonna be ready physically and spiritually and mentally. What do you know? What do you know about your opponent? That he's a tall fighter. That he uses length for everything. You know what I mean? His head is straight up, and he just uses length. He fights tall as a tall fighter should do is use his length. You know what I mean? That's basically all I know about him. You know? Okay. You feel you're gonna knock him out, or just get a decision? No, I'm definitely going to try and knock him out. You know what I mean? If the knockout comes and present itself, I'm definitely going for it. This is not going to be another Richardson Hitchens where I outbox him and then the judge go to the judge card and got robbed on that one. This is not going to be it. It's either he's going to be down or the ref's going to have to stop it. But it's going to be a domination. I'm dead serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for everything. Talk about that. How much was that a setback with the Hitchison fight? It wasn't really a setback. A little bit, of course. Every loss is a setback, right? But it just mentally, it just made me more focused, more. I can't leave it up to judges, and it's so crazy too because during that fight, a lot of people was talking to me, talking about he a better boxer than you. He gonna outbox you, and I proved that, you know. And in that fight, I saw that knock. I saw it clear as day, but I didn't go for it. And I would just hit him with combinations, blah blah blah. And then but I seen it clear as day, which that was my mistake, you know. So it was a game. It was just that back that it was a game. Yeah. If you could do anything different in a rematch with Henderson, what would you do? Apply more pressure, you know what I mean? Non-stop pressure and just get him out of there. Okay. What's up, champ? What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Blessings to y'all. Sorry about that, man. I had my son's in the AAU game, so it's a little crazy what they had in there. Okay, I like that. That's right. Happy dad. That's right. Yeah, I gotta make it all happen. Yeah. So tell the people about you, who you are, what's your name, what you coming with. My name is Forrest. I'm a professional heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? I fought a lot of the world champions, a lot of world ranked guys. I've been to sparring camps, training camps with a lot of the world champs. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I've been around the block. But
name the names, Jerry. Get specific.
They want things they live. You know what I'm saying? Jared Anderson. I done sparred with Wilder. I done sparred with Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there with Taco. So I've been in there with a couple guys. I beat Jermaine Franklin. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in there with quite a few of the top guys. All right, tell me this: the state of the game right now. What do you think about it? Heavyweights. I can only speak for heavyweights. I'm gonna put it like that, and I only say that because that's what I mean. The heavyweight division. Yeah, heavyweight division. It's not really about who's the best. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, what you can provide and what social media can provide. I mean, like, guys don't want to fight me just for instance, you know what I'm saying? And when guys do fight me, you know what I'm saying, I caught Jarrell Miller with the PEDs like y'all was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? Other guys that I won't name, I can't even prove they're on PEDs because they won't allow to test them, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like I'm a duck guy, but I get blackballed. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do an interview outside of here, they're gonna blackball it. You know what I'm saying? None of my highlights can be on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like the only thing you can see from me on me are highlights. You can't see no full fights. You can't see me beat Jermaine Franklin. You know what I'm saying? You can't see me thrash things they leave. So you know what I'm saying? Right now, I feel like they kind of cover up and they hide their champions. You know what I'm saying? They best fighters aren't really their best fighters, and the guys that don't want to sign to a promoter like me, we're kind of like we're blackballed in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been putting in work. Check the resume. A lot of my losses.
You gotta watch his fight with Zhang. It was a fire fight, bro. Fire fight.
Fight of the year 2021.
Break it down real quick so that way people can know to go check it out. Jerry Forrest versus Zhilei Zhang, guys. Check it out.
So the Jerry Forrest versus Zhilei Zhang was 2021. We're on the undercard of Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But he basically knocked me down the first 2 rounds. He knocked me down once in the first, once in the second, once in the third.
Check this out. You heard him?
I'm the only heavyweight to ever come back after those 2 knockdowns, and I won every round after that. And arguably, even some of those rounds, I still won besides the knockdown. So they gave us a draw. The thing that blows my mind is after the fight, they wheel him off in the cart. Like, granted, they give us a draw. Yo, he's in the hospital for 2 weeks. Eddie Hearn walked by him, come to the back of the dressing room, and he's like, Jerry, you know you won that fight. I'm like, what? Yo, my manager flipped. My manager goes bananas, yo. So my manager like, what the fuck, you come back here? Like, he won the fight, but y'all just robbed him. You know what I'm saying? My manager and Eddie, they go back and forth. So Eddie Hearn like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Since they can't even fight on another card, supposedly, until he fights you again. And again, you don't sign with him, and this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? So it all sounds good, bro. But like I said, I'm not froze out, but like they freeze me out. You know what I'm saying? For real. I don't sign with them, and they won't do business with me unless I'm on the B side in the impossible fight. Like I put Zing in the hospital for 2 weeks. Like how's that a draw? You know what I'm saying? I win 4 through 10 easy. And the thing about it, he turns his back in the 10th round. Wait a minute. Slow down. You put Big Bang Zang in the hospital for 2 weeks? For 2 weeks, yeah. So that's why he trained hard now. If you look at my fight, he didn't start training hard till after that fight.
Yeah, because now he don't get gassed like that.
Yeah, once I fought him, that's when he stepped his game up. Jermaine Franklin was the top heavyweight in the country. I beat him.
I think after that he probably called Scooter.
Easy. I'm telling you. So they be looking for rescues, yo. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? I'm from Louisiana, but I live in Virginia. Okay. You know what I'm saying? My manager James Hogan, so you know I'll be up there with Gary Russell and them. You know what I'm saying? Those are my family. You know what I'm saying? DMV area.
So now that we got you here, we got the big heavyweight fight coming up, right? Undisputed. Let's politic a little bit, guys. Let's talk about it. And also thank you guys for joining the show. You guys can see this segment on YouTube before Champ. a new YouTube channel that Zab Judah has. So definitely, guys, go out your way, subscribe, and you can definitely take this, check out this segment. So, what y'all thoughts? I'll start with the legend, 6 time. What you think, Zab? Uh, you know, Usyk or Fury? Who you got?
Like I told you before, I like Tyson Fury. I like what he brings to the table. I like the way he brings the antics. You know what I'm saying? I think that we're gonna see a different and better outing of Tyson Fury than we seen in the last fight. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is a very dangerous guy. He's coming with it. He's a big boy. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that this is his shot. So I think it's gonna be a very interesting fight, 100%. But I like Tyson Fury.
Stoppage or the decision?
Probably decision.
Decision. Okay. Now I got to go with the heavyweight, Jerry Forrest. How you have it?
So for me, I mean, it's going to be a clear and undecisive deal. But you know what I'm saying? It'll be close money. I truly feel like if Tyson Fury come in and put the work in, he should win the fight because he's the bigger man, right? He's more athletic. He can box. This is the thing. Usyk don't have a lot of power, and Usyk can't really take a punch. Like, those are facts. So the thing is, of course, Tyson Fury has gotten in better shape. You see him with the six-pack now. He's working harder. Because of the simple fact, Usyk is going to beat you on a better transmission, a better motor. You know what I'm saying? So if you can really just weather the storm of Usyk got better footwork after, you know what I'm saying, he fought Michael Hunter. Let's be real. Michael Hunter was beating for the first couple rounds. Usyk came back after Michael Hunter gassed out. They like Usyk was beating Michael Hunter, you know what I'm saying, for real. So Usyk got better footwork after those fights. You know what I'm saying? He got his footwork together. But he doesn't really have damage and power. The boys get him to the body, he fell. Like, that's real statements, bro. Like, I'm telling you, they wouldn't fight Jerry Forrest because they said he don't have no power. I mean, he didn't want the power. He can't take crazy power shots. And Tyson Fury's not a power puncher. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that's 280, 300 pounds, and he boxes like a huge guy. So as long as you could beat him with physicality and staying in shape, you know what I'm saying? I think Fury has it. But again, if Usyk dominates, makes Tyson Fury tired of what he wants to be, manipulates him with the footwork, you know, and have him just doing what he doesn't want to do, make Tyson Fury uncomfortable, it could be a long night. So I think Tyson Fury's taking the fight for real, man.
Okay, I like it. 140 contender Kevin Johnson. How you have it?
Before I pick Garrett, when he asks you who you got, you should have said, I got the winner. Hey, look. This your weight class, champ. Hey, look, neither one of them, I can't say much, but neither one of them won. I got the winner. Whoever wins. They won like, for real. Yeah. So who I picked, man, so far, it's going to be a great fight. You know what I mean? They both got incredible footwork. Tyson Fury, you know how he uses his length, his reach. But then again, Usyk know how he comes. You know what I mean? Comes. He always keep his hands up. You know what I mean? So I like that type of fighter as well too with Usyk. Knowing he a shorter fighter, he always keep his hands up. And he also got good footwork. I feel like I got Usyk winning. You know what I mean? 6-round KO. By pressure. You know what I mean? If he's trying to box with Fury gonna dominate him. But if he just like hands up and go forward, I feel like he got it because there's gonna be a lot of body shots and Usyk know how to place punches. You know what I mean? Why so, 6 rounds? Because I feel like he's gonna figure him out. Usyk gonna figure Tyson Fury out, you know what I mean? Because his length and his distance and how he keep it, how Tyson lean back, right? He leaned back, so I feel like he's gonna figure him out in the third, fourth round. He's gonna figure him out. He has to do what you're saying right now. He has to just make him uncomfortable. That's the only way Usyk can win. That's it. Uncomfortability. Press him and just make him uncomfortable. That's it. I feel like he's gonna be comfortable in the third, fourth round. That's when he's gonna figure him out.
I like it. Now, as far as, do you feel like, now you've been in there with Anthony, Do you feel like Anthony Joshua is a different guy? Do you feel like Anthony could possibly show something different in the Usyk 3 fight or possibly beat a Fury? What's your thoughts on that?
So, with me, I'll say it like this. Right now, Joshua's right. You know what I'm saying? I only got a couple of rounds. I came in as a specialist, so, so we just get looking different. But Josh is great. He's a different fighter. I'll say he can beat any fighter can beat any fighter if the fights are right, everything's gauged correct. You know what I'm saying? That's everything. With AJ, I think he got a little more confidence in his power. He got a little bit more confidence in his pop. You know what I'm saying? And that makes you a dangerous fighter when you believe in your punch. When you believe in your stopping power, that makes you a dangerous fighter.
Oh, I got a good one. Yo, check this out. Zab, right? He been in there with Anthony and Wilder. Who got a bigger right hand?
Hey, yo, y'all.
Who got a bigger right hand?
I'll say this. I didn't get touched by either one. Anthony Joshua hit me. Listen, because they're my homeboys, y'all, anything I say is gonna sound like I'm talking shit. So the best I can say is I always come in as a specialist, and I only get a couple of rounds. That's the God honest truth. Like you can ask, hey, look, I can see I talk to their coaches all the time. Yeah, like for real.
But hold up. You had to clip somebody. Somebody had to.
I can't. That's what I'm saying. All of it. That's what I'm saying. Like if they keep my round shit, they keep it choppy. But Anthony Joshua takes it way more serious than what most guys are taking it right now. When I first got to England, the first morning, real shit. I get to the gym. He's real life in the gym before we are doing strength and conditioning. What I'll say is this: I haven't went to a lot of camps where guys are really training and really putting the work in. He's really putting the work in to try to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that with my own eyes. It would be hard, man, but I really think AJ's a better fighter. Would he beat Usyk on a third? I think so. I think with the confidence and knowing what I know about Usyk and knowing what I know about AJ, I would see a stop for real. I say inside 10.
Now, you've been in there with Wilder, you've been in there with Zhang. They're gonna be getting it in real soon in Saudi Arabia. What's your thoughts? What's your predictions? Who hits harder?
So if you look at me and Zhang Lee, for real, if you look at it, he clipped me, right? So we talk about science, Zab. You know what I'm talking about on this. Like the clip on that chin, that's a micro shake. So I had the micro shake, you know what I'm saying? So my brain's coming out too. That's how I felt. I'm not saying Zing don't have power, but he caught me right there on the end of the chin coming out. You know what I'm saying? Wilder has stopping power. You get what I'm saying? Zing Lee, it takes 2 to 3 punches for him to really pop you out though. Wilder has stopping power. So in the heavyweight division, you always gotta go with the person, you know what I'm saying, that has the one punch hand, the one punch knockout power. But I really feel like if you gotta go down the line with it, I think Z's gonna try to wear him out. Wilder hasn't been in there with somebody his size that's throwing the same amount of punches or more. So styles make fights, and also size matters. If you're not used to fighting guys, you know what I'm saying, when what's his name? When the Klitschko's fought AJ, when the Klitschko's fought Usyk, when the Klitschko's fought Tyson Fury, the only difference was those guys, they weren't used to having someone their size to fight and actually dig it. So they need to fight on the inside with a big guy. You know, like they got dominated on the inside because they were fighting guys their size. So that's the only problem I think that it may arrive. Wilder may not be ready to really go toe to toe and just battle with someone his size that's willing to give it and put out what he is. But at the same time, I think Zhang is really lazy. So Wilder shoots that laser, like I'm telling you, he ain't ever hit me with it. But I will say this: I dodged one, and on some real, listen to me. This is like, yeah, that's straight too crazy.
So you're favoring Wilder?
If I got, heavyweight. If I got one punch knockout power, I have to say the person that can stop and then the fighter in any time. You know, he has 12 rounds to do it, and you got to be perfect for all 2 minutes every single round of Wilder.
So you do say that Wilder has knockout stoppage power. His power's for real.
Oh yeah, he does. He had, but he only has that one punch. And this is the thing: he's only gonna stop you if he does it in the first couple of, in the late rounds. This is the thing. You see a lot of guys that do with that too early, they don't go out. You get what I'm saying? Wilder, what people don't get about Wilder is they're Brazilian. He's very smart. So if he don't get you with it in the first couple of rounds, once you wear it down, he's gonna get you with it because he's consistent with it. He's gonna keep going. And if things that he gets tired and drop his hands, Wilder's gonna start scoring. You know what I'm saying? Wilder's not a for real, he's not a first round, second round knockout artist. He likes to fill guys out now. He's learning how to box. He gets him into the Wilder. Yeah, Wilder used to go out. He's not a great boxer. I'm saying though.
Yeah, I feel like he should go back where he started from. Any like you start being that aggressive, throwing. You know your power punch. You keep throwing it. You know what I mean? But right now, I feel like he started wanting to learn. Like it's too late for learning, and you in the pros now. I agree. You in the pros now. Go back where you were dominating. 40 and 0 with 40 KOs. Type of Wilder. Now you want to be like, oh, I want to box. No, man. It's too late.
That's because the competition stepped up now. You got to realize now there's no more picking fights. Now there's no more, hey, I want to fight these guys. Now we're talking about top echelon guys. And so be real. Be real.
I feel like with a boxer, I feel like the brawlers give them the most hardest time. Is that right, Zach?
No, they wouldn't. Look,
they give boxers like
boxers give everybody a hard time. And a clean, good boxer with speed, that's a problem.
But he talking about like a good fighter, not a good boxer, like a good fighter.
No, I'm talking about a good boxer. A good boxer is a problem. A good fighter is a nightmare. That motherfucker gonna keep coming all night. But a good boxer, a good boxer with power is hard to beat. Hard to beat, bro. It's like there's damn near no way. Oh, for real? Okay, so look, I'm gonna talk about me for a second. I'm a pretty good boxer, and I hit hard, and I got a good jab. So it makes it hard to beat me, right? So like when you look at my fights, I'm gonna catch you with a jab, I'm gonna beat you on footwork, or I usually hit harder than everybody I fight. The thing is, styles make fights, right? I know what I got to do to beat a guy like Zhang. He's bigger than me, so I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him to the body, kill him to the head, and I tired him out, so we had to go to the hospital. So, like, when you talk about heavyweights, a guy like Wilder, it's not that he can't do certain things, but he started late.
But you admit that Zhang is better now than when he fought you.
So he's a better fighter. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you have someone that's a better boxer like Zhang, he's been to the Olympics twice. Wilder's not a great boxer. So when you're not a great boxer, you're gonna rely on your power, but you're gonna try to slow it down a little bit and make the other guys fight your fight. Because if Wilder doesn't try to slow it down from now on, those guys that can't fight better than him, that can't box, that can't actually press what he's pressing, they're gonna make it a hard fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Like Wilder's a good fighter, but can he really stand toe to toe with guys that really can box? They got good power. You get what I'm saying? Zhang has good power. So when they're in the middle of the ring, Wilder's gonna have to catch him with that. He's gonna have to catch him. Zhang is he's a lazy fighter.
How you got his that?
You know, I'm just saying, like, Zhang's a lazy fighter. So for Wilder, it would be crazy for him to really try to just go in there and just overpower. Because he's not a better boxer.
Can Zhang box? Can he box?
Zhang can box better than Wilder. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about Zhang being able to box. Styles make fights. So for this fight, he's a better boxer than Wilder.
I feel like he throw two wild punches though. He throws two wild.
He does, but at the same time, we're heavyweights. So unfortunately, so does Wilder. That's what I'm saying. Like for me, I'm looking at all the science aspects. Like we're talking about both of them hook at one time. Who's gonna land first? If we're talking about a hook, I'm gonna put my money on Zhang hook. Who's gonna land first? Zhang is always the aggressor. Wilder's not an aggressor.
But is Wilder the same guy?
I've seen so many fights that Wilder threw a straight right while somebody finna hook him.
But that's safe fight. You're not talking about now. Now Wilder throws desperation shots. Am I right or wrong? There's nothing to do. Listen to me. Wilder's last couple fights, he started with the jab in every fight, and then it went to hell. What else did he do? For real. Let's be honest. He's taught right now, you're tall. Go ahead and lead with the jab. And after that, we're going to try to break him down and land a two. There's no other game. because you can't really game plan with him. You can't make him a. It ain't no Wilder. We're gonna catch him on footwork. Wilder ain't about to do that, bro. For real. And we ain't about to work hard, so Wilder ain't about to outwork nobody. You feel what I'm saying? So there's only a couple of options. Like for real, I've been in there with him. I'm saying too much, bro. Nah, he's talking your piece. But it's talking your piece. Guys don't train. So I know how both of those two guys train. So in the fight, there's only so many outcomes that can happen. Zigzag Lee, he almost died, bro, when we fought. Like real shit, his little kicks he shut down. So he's had a hard lesson of I'm not about to let that happen again. You get what I'm saying? Like, we'll see. It's gonna be a good fight. I mean, I still got Wilder, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be smart if you're Wilder. Because you're not going to outbox Zigzag Lee. He is the better boxer.
I got Zhang.
You got that one punch. I mean, hey, look, I would not Zhang at all. Hey, listen, I won't be shocked if Zhang win. If Zhang know like I know, I would put the pressure on Wilder from the first round, and he could probably stop Wilder 2 rounds for it. But I know Zhang ain't gonna do that. Seriously, you want to be real? Zhang can stop him a couple rounds easy. Zhang ain't gonna do that though, because Zhang gonna be a good fight. It's a good fight. Because Zhang's scared to get tired. But listen to me, Zhang ain't scared to get tired. Probably. Yeah, it could be different. If Zhang really in shape though, yeah, he could do something in a couple
I think to be real, Wilder's new style is getting him tired. You know what I'm saying? Look what Parker did. You know, I don't want to say no shade to Malik or nothing, but he like the way to be Zhang is the way you came at him. You know what I mean? Just you went nuts at him. You know what I mean? He didn't know what to do. You knew you was faster. You took advantage of that. You know what I mean?
So exactly. And that's all I'm saying. When I'm looking at the fighters that we're talking about fighting, I look at what everybody brings to the table. I look at their conditioning. And I look at what they're going to probably do in a fight. That's why you hit the 4th round, I want to say, in my corner, they're like, you got it right where we want it. Because we knew no matter what happens, if we get past the first 2 to 4 rounds of Zigzag Lee, we're going to kill him. I don't care what it is. If we get past the first 3, with anybody I usually fight, you cannot beat me past 3 to 4 rounds. I don't lose rounds after 3 to 4 rounds, period. You might beat me the first or second round. Possible. After that, if you look at my real record, like, bro, I'm talking about round by round, I don't lose rounds late in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to start breaking down fights with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to outlast who? And ain't either one of them, like, you know what I'm saying? It's back and forth. I got Wilder first round KO.
Oh my goodness. Yo, Kev, you sparred Tank, right?
Yeah.
How's Tank and Frank Martin go?
I sparred both of them.
Oh my goodness gracious! We going viral today. We're going viral today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Kevin Johnson. Take it away.
First question. Who hits harder? Gotta know. Who hit harder? Tank. Tank hits harder. Yeah.
Who faster?
Yeah. Who's faster? Frank Martin.
Now, who countered better?
No. I'll say they both got timing. I can't say who's faster, but they both have good timing. But accurate. Tank uses more of his timing and his accuracy way better than Frank Martin does. That's what I always say. Frank Martin does. His time is in spurts. You know what I'm saying? It's like his here and there. You know what I mean?
How many rounds he did in between both of them? Like how many rounds you did with Tank? How many rounds he did with Frank?
I did many rounds with Tank. Couple more last sparring sessions with Tank, and with Frank Martin, we spar once or twice.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you had to put your money up as a betting man, put your hard work money, who you put it on? Yo, I put it on myself because I'll beat both of them, hands down. All right, before I pick, because I like to break fighters down before I pick. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
That's me. You know what I mean? All right, so when I'm sparring Tank, he's explosive.
Hold on. We're gonna have to start the live over again. All right. So make sure you guys tap in. Come right back on. I know you ain't gonna want to miss this one. All right.
I got that. Miss this, ladies and gentlemen.
Make sure you guys go out, subscribe to Before Champ on YouTube. We're gonna be right back to start up another live so we can hear this one. All right. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. Boxing Talk. Boom. All right. Make sure you guys go out and subscribe. Subscribe to the new YouTube channel as well. Before. All right, we're getting everybody on here right now. Okay. First, get the star of the show, Zab. We got Kevin Johnson. We got Isaac Cruz. What's going on?
And we're back.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Back with another one with Kevin Johnson. Kevin, your screen look crazy. Oh, now you back. You back.
Yeah.
So, man, take it away, Kevo. What's going on, champ? Let's go, Shannon.
I'm good. All right.
Take it away.
So ask the question, man. Ask the question. Ask away.
The question is, you've been in there with Tank, you've been in there with Frank Martin. They fight in June 15th. How you got it? Let's go, champ. What's going on?
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Go, champ. You already know. Got the legends in the building. Let's go, champ. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Shannon? I definitely want to get your take on this weekend's fights as well. But we got Kevin Johnson. He's been in the ring with Tank Davis and Frank Martin. Want to get his breakdown and also his pick.
Yeah, so I picked Tank. The reason why is because while sparring Tank, he showed me so many attributes. You know what I mean? He showed me. Of course, everybody knows he has power, but he also know how to box. And he don't just come forward and just get people out of there. You know what I mean? He also know how to box. His defense is sharp and slick. You know what I mean? But with Frank Martin, I feel like Zed boxes like you. You know what I mean? I remember me and you sparred, but y'all both southpaws, right? So, like, with Frank Martin, he has a freaking great right hook. You know what I mean? You do those jabs, he'll turn and come right straight down to the right hook to the body. You know what I mean? Explosive. He's super explosive. You feel me? That's his best attribute, honestly. And I think that's the one thing that he do good. Does he do it all the time? He don't. He don't know how to do it. It's like I said, it's in spurts. It's in moments. But Tank does it a lot. He has the same attributes as Frank Martin, but he does it a lot. IQ level, a whole different level in Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin is once again it's here and there. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like I got Tank, because it just, you know what I mean? It's here and there. You know what I mean?
So, Shannon, how you have it, man? Frank Martin and Tank Davis.
Tough fight for Tank, but I think he got a momentum right now, and this is a fight that Frank. I don't know if it's seasoned enough. I heard this 4 years ago. I heard Frank is a tough dude. My boy's his trainer. I'm a fan of Frank. I don't know him personally. I might have met him. Not sure. I don't think so. But if I did, I remember being a cool guy. If that's him, I like to fight, man. You know, we don't know, man. I mean, it seems like Tank knows something. Like he got this. His confidence is up. So, I'm looking for a tough fight.
Mm. Now, Kev, were you able to see Frank and Tank spar, or you just been in there with them?
No, I just went in there with them. I never seen them they spar though.
And you said Tank hits. You said Tank hits much harder.
Yeah, Tank hits much harder than Frank. You know what I mean? Once again, Frank does has an ability to catch Tank Davis. You know what I mean? With that shot that I'm talking to you guys about.
The right hook.
The pull, right hook to the body. You know what I mean? Or a right hook up top, or a pull right. I say. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an exciting fight. We don't see how that goes. We don't see how Tank.
Do you think that Frank has enough skills and power to stop Gervonta Davis?
No, he don't got no power to stop Tank. Nah. And now that's gonna be interesting too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What you think?
I feel like Tank gonna notice that, and he's just gonna start running through him. You know what I mean? Honestly.
Wow. So you don't think? What you think of Tank's chin?
Tank's chin? He got good chin. He got a good chin. You know. Because the reason why I say he got a good chin, he has a competitive mindset. You clip him, you know what I mean? He gonna learn from it, and you know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna make him much better. You feel me? So
okay, I like it. Now, getting into this, Shannon, I want to know what's your thoughts, Usyk or Fury this weekend.
I was leaning a draw, but I looked at the workout today. I like the way Fury left. Look, I ain't gonna front, but I told somebody this the other day. Look, I said this the other day. You know, like if you buy a car, right? You gotta look at the Carfax, right? Right or wrong. If you buy a used car, you look at the Carfax. You go, okay, well, this car was in an accident a year ago, and they fixed it up. That's why they got Carfax. It's the same thing with Fight Facts. In his last fight, listen to this. And both of their last fights, they both got dropped. Usyk with that body shot, that was and Fury, that African hit him, boy. So my point is, they both, you know what I'm saying? But what psychological damage did Fury take from getting dropped? Now let me explain this. You get clipped in a fight, you get dropped, you get up, you fight back, but it's not an easy fight. You like, I was in a shape, but you still got the damage, like the Carfax. You still got that damage. So, and he's older. What if he can't get that peak performance back at this age? Usyk ain't really had no real care. That body shot that kind of was weird. That it was that slow blow body shot. But check this out. Fury don't really throw body shots like that.
And we haven't seen him stop anybody in the body.
Nah. Right.
So he's headhunting, you saying?
Huh?
You saying he's headhunting while Usyk's using his feet?
He's not really no body puncher. He went to the body a couple times on Deontay. But he ain't going. And Usyk ain't that short. Don't get it sweet. But I don't know if he's gonna be going to the body on Usyk. Usyk is different as a human being, as a fighter. He's different. Think about it. He's in a war-torn country right now. His country been at war. He's so mentally solid. Anybody else would be like, I can't do this right now. My family getting killed. My people getting killed. He like, no, I want to fight. This is a different type of human being, man. My boy used to train him. He said, yo, champ, this is way back when he first was coming up. Garcia was working with him. He was like 8-0. He said, yo, he kind of crazy. He said, I'm telling you, Shannon, he be walking around on his handstand, walking around. like it's his arms, like it's his legs, walking around. I said, yo, that's strength too, guys. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, hey.
So who you like? Who you saying you like? You like Usyk in the fight, you saying?
I think this could be fight of the year. Because they got like two big men. Look, you got a big skill, you got a skilled big man and a small skilled big man. But he's not that small. Usyk like my height or tall. I'm 6'3.5", 6'4". I'm shrinking. I'm getting old. But yo, champ, I used to be 6'4". I took he like this with me, eye to eye. If not a little taller. So all that, he's much shorter. Nah, we gonna see when the bell rings. But I like this fight Saturday, champ. I ain't gonna fight.
What do you think the keys to victory, guys? I mean, for both fighters. I mean, we talked about Fury not necessarily going to the body, but what about Usyk being the smaller guy? Do you think he should get to the body?
Me personally, Usyk changed because at cruiserweight he threw a lot more punches. When you get heavier, it just happens. You stop throwing as many punches as you used to. So I'm kind of worried about that. He didn't throw a lot of punches. He's not throwing the volume of punches he used to throw. And it was his work rate, even like with Joshua. The work rate will tear you way down. You know what I'm saying? Can Fury deal with a high pace like that? It's a good fight, champ. I ain't gonna front. It's a good fight.
What you think, Zab? I mean, keys to victory for your boy Fury. I mean, that's the guy that you got. What you think he got to bring to the table to get that dub?
He got a box. Keep the fight in the middle of the ring. Keep the fight in the middle of the ring and box. If you get on the ropes and you lay on the ropes and you lay there, Usyk gonna bang away. Gonna bang away and tie you out and possibly get him like that. But if you keep it in the middle and he box, I think he can pull it off.
What are the chances of this fight going the distance, guys?
It's a big chance. Big chance. I'm picking a draw. 6-6.
Damn. He going draw.
Knockout. 6th round. Usyk.
He's saying early.
My pressure. Wow. It's gonna be a pressure. I'm trying to
And if it doesn't, he blows his load and Fury gets him.
No.
Because you got to have a crazy work rate to be getting Tyson out of there in 6. You got to have a crazy work rate to get Tyson out of 6. Tyson Fury out of 6.
We don't know what happened in that last fight. We don't know what damage he got dropped. We don't know from the fight facts what's going to be up with the brain.
Just like my man said, he been walking on his hands. China said he been walking on. He got a crazy work rate.
That's true.
He got a crazy rope rate.
That's a big thing, man. Now, what you think, Shannon? We spoke upon the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight, but now that all this thing is coming up, what's your thoughts on it?
If you fail, you fail.
Yeah.
Did he fail?
We'll find out. 22nd.
Find out on the 22nd. Okay, we gotta wait till if he fail, then fail. That's it. What do you think? We can't have that. If you fail, you cheated, you cheated. Well, what do you think as far as punishment? Should they go full throttle with punishment? Or should they be lenient because he's Ryan Garcia? Ain't no lenient. Ain't no lenient. Ain't no lenient. You gonna fine him, right?
Yeah, but better yet, should they keep it like what they normally do, like 6 months? Or is that not necessarily a good enough punishment for boxers nowadays because they're not fighting enough anyway?
Or should he go for attempt murder? Attempt murder charge.
A, B, or C? I
say let everybody use what they want to use. Go all out. It'll make the sport better. Everybody just go all out. If that's agreed upon, that's dope. But being that is not agreed upon, should Ryan Garcia face full penalty charges? I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't speak on that in regards to, you know what I'm saying? I'm from a different era where a lot of people was using it way before I even thought about it. And I fucked around with it. And I know people who did it before it was a big thing. And I know people who did it. I'm like, I came late to the game with that shit. And by the time I got on, they had everything to find out who did it. So I say that to say, you know, it's hard for me to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, to the man, I can't really say that. I think that he should, you know, be suspended. And, you know, but let's look at how much he was. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, with me, it was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But what they're saying, it was two bad substance that was found in his system. Two of them. I didn't know that.
But
that's like having the gun and then putting hollow tip bullets in it.
Well, Shannon, you was accused in the past.
Huh?
Were you accused in the past?
I'm sorry, say that
Were
again?
you accused in the past?
Yeah, I was.
And what was the substance?
Testosterone.
Testosterone.
Yeah, I wasn't producing my own, and I got a letter for everything from the doctor. I wasn't producing my own. You know, I was suffering. I've been taking asthma medication and steroids for asthma since the 80s, 70s when they came out with it. I was born with asthma, so I've taken every drug under the system, and it suppressed and depressed and stopped my testosterone from building at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So when I was suffering from depression, it was because of low testosterone levels. I took testosterone to increase my mood and increase my and to bring a sense of well-being to myself because of depression and a lifetime of taking medication for breathing. You know what I'm saying? The hormone levels just, you know, I also was taking single layer at one time, and I had an adverse effect to that. Prednisone as well. So I've taken different steroids that have caused adverse effects to my testosterone, and you know, I've always had to deal with that in a lot of ways.
Wow.
So basically, you're saying that when you took your steroids for a health reason, not for a reason to help you enhance yourself to win the fight. Not at all. Not at all. I took it for a health reason, depression, and it was the only thing that could help me because of my low T levels. I had at one time the T levels of a 28. That's before I've ever tried anything. My levels were 28. That of an 80-year-old woman. I was suffering from depression. I was crying every day. I was losing my hair. It was just a lot of mental things going on. And then I went to the doctor and he said, "Yo, you got low testosterone." You understand? And the doctors, let me just tell you something. The doctors don't be knowing shit. You understand? It was my own research in the time in late or early 2000s that was like, yo, why am I feeling like this? And I said it's chemical or something, and I came to the realization that it was hormonal. And a lot of men suffer from low testosterone levels, and then it leads to other things which you couldn't imagine. Suicide, eating disorders, crime, low impulse. When you see people do things, some type of aggression, you think, oh, he got high testosterone. It's actually low testosterone sometimes. Triggering your mind to do things that you wouldn't have usually done, but it's hormonal, man. It's so hormonal from what we eat to what we drink, sugar levels, the salt levels. I had to do a total, like I had to go down a path, a journey to learn these things on my own because I went to mad doctors and they don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, oh, take this. I was prescribed Depakote, Seroquel. You know what I'm saying? That made me 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, it wasn't doing nothing for my testosterone.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Now, tell me this. When you were taking your testosterone, did anybody tell you that possibly this can enhance your boxing strength, speed, and everything like that? Did you have any kind of knowledge of that? I wasn't boxing at the time. I had stopped boxing. So when it helped me get back in shape, lose weight, again, sense of well-being, it made me feel wanting to live. I was suicidal. I wanted to die. I didn't want to live. I'm going to keep it real with you. Nobody knew it, but I was telling myself, yo, everything. See, it's that talking in your ear. You ain't doing right. You bad. You this. You fucked up this. You did this. And it just be, people take their lives every day, bro. You can't take it for granted. You see somebody, you talk to me today, I'm calling you, oh, that's Shannon. But you don't know what my mind is going through. And then you hear the next day, Shannon off herself. You know what I'm saying? Robin Williams. So many great people that we might not even think have went that route. And I'm not ashamed because I'm not the only person. But I know one thing I did, and why I'm not ashamed, is because guess what? I went on a self-journey to fix it. And I know now I can't eat certain foods. I can't not work out. I have to work out. Because if I don't, working out increases my testosterone. It increases my endorphins. When I don't work out, I get depressed. I get sad. I eat bad. So it's all lifestyle. So again, to answer your question, Zab, did I notice it when I got back in shape? I was back to me. So it wasn't like I noticed something. I ain't gonna front. I noticed that along with other things helped me get back to the Shannon brain. And I was like, okay, now I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But you can take that shit all you want. If you don't train hard, it ain't no shortcuts. It's gonna help you sleep and recover. It's gonna help your mood. It's gonna help your everything. It's so many different things, but this ain't about that. And I'm not justifying no man taking nothing that another man ain't taking. Don't get me wrong. I'm not justifying that. What I'm saying is, yo, listen, boxing is a sport that, look, if we ain't taking it, we ain't taking it. But there's a lot of people out there that suffer. I know James Toney at one time was suffering from the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him being, not being able to produce. And a lot of men. And let me tell you something, champ. When I was coming up in the 90s, man, I can tell you everybody that was taken. After the fact, I didn't know it at the time, but then when I found out, I was like, word, that's why they hit like that. And it was different in the 90s. I ain't no snitch, but I know the names. Zab Judah? Is one of them Zab Judah? Not at all. No, okay.
Natural.
I'm talking about heavyweights. All heavyweights. And they was knocking. If they got 30 KOs, I don't know. You might be taking. Hey, yo, Kev, for the people who ain't on the Tank, Fred Mario or Zab? Tank, then you, but it's you too, bro. You got that surprising power, as in like you create a punch for me to like people will come to you. How you do that? A car crash power, as in like you will set a punch up for them to come to your punch. You know what I'm saying? So those punches hurt. You know what I mean? A dude told me Zab hit so hard he still sleep.
They started writing people's names under their shoes when they were fighting sparring Zab and shit.
Word up.
No, but that was a lot of, that was very informable. Very informable. Now, can you, now that you spoke so much on the mental health side of it all, like now when the tabloids come out, right? And obviously this is a different era. So now, how do they go about that? Is that on the newspaper? Is that on the magazines? Now when people find out
about me?
Yes.
Nah, that's old shit, man. I'm an old man, bro. Come on, nobody give a shit about me. I'm talking about this. This is in the late '90s, early 2000s. You know, not with that being said, but let me just tell you something. I wasn't that smart to have have the right people around me, like the nutritionists and the scientists, because there was so many drugs in the early 2000s, like after 99, that came out that I didn't find out about until like 2015. And you look at I'm talking about guys who are throwing 45,000 punches around. I'm talking about guys that you're like, damn, that's when it makes sense now. Look, a lot of guys get popped, and then once they get popped, you see, they ain't got no more left. Right? I did it. I got some static food. I got 6 months suspension. I left it alone. When I needed to use it again, I took it. I took the risk because it was my livelihood and more money to feed my family, but also too to survive. I just happened to need it. So if I need it and I'm in shape, you say, yo, you want to fight me? We gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna, listen. I've never done it in a sense whereas I did it to hurt nobody because my fights are always the same. I'm going hard to the body first 3 rounds. After 3 rounds, you might get me. But the first 3 rounds, I'll put you through hell. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I go, man. But again, I'm asthmatic. I was born asthmatic. You know what I'm saying? So, at one point, I was like, y'all got to even the score. I'm at a deficit. I'm at a lungs deficit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got a big. And you still training? Huh? And you still training? You still training, right? Yeah, I'm training right now. I was supposed to be fighting Rampage Jackson. It was gonna happen in Qatar, but it was bullshit. So now it's looking like it's gonna be James Toney. I'm sorry. Are you gonna be boxing James Toney soon? I take him too, but I got Rampage first, and that's gonna be in September on Revolt TV. Nice. Yep. We need that to be the comment. Definitely tuning in. Yeah, thank you. I'm definitely tuning in. Yep.
Let's go, champ. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, as far as Kevin is concerned, you got a fight coming up. We want to get you back on tomorrow with your opponent so we could do a live, an online face-off, and get this hype, man.
Who you fighting, Kevin? Who you fighting? I'm fighting Kelvin Davis, Keyshawn Davis' brother. Oh, I know who that is. Yup. July 6th on the first season undercard. What do you think about him? Who? About the guy you're fighting. He's just tall. You know what I mean? I would say a lot to expose him, but I do expose him in the ring, and then I talk about it. And tell him I've been saw that. You know what I mean? He do a lot of mistakes, and I'm here to correct it. You know what I mean? One thing about me, I'm a adapt. I adapt. You know what I mean? I can box, I can brawl, I can counter punch. You know what I mean? Whatever you give me, I'm gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Is he sharp or anything like his brother? Is he? Nah. Only thing I see about him is that he's just standing up tall. He's just standing too tall, trying to use his length for everything. And I know how to break it up, break it down. You know what I mean? I know how to counter that. Okay. How do you beat a counter puncher?
Combinations.
With speed. You beat a counter puncher with speed. You beat him before the punch. Yeah. You get to him before the punch, and he throw more punches than he throw.
Combinations, yeah.
How do you beat a power puncher? Should you box him? Counter punch him. Are you counter punch from inside or outside? It depends on his style. It depends on how you catch him. Yeah. You got a lot of intelligence. I like it. I like it a lot, man. Yeah, I can see it. Yup. That's Dream Killer. Dream Killer said what's up.
You said Dream Killer?
Yeah, Dream Killer said what's up.
You heard Kev?
You know what?
That you heard him?
Dream Killer said what's up.
Say it again, Xav.
Dream Killer. I said Dream Killer. What? Said what's up? I said Dream Killer said what's up. Oh, Dream Killer, what's going on, bro? Hey, my guy. Last time I seen him, it was in Vegas. It was on the strip. I was walking around with the ABF title belt, you know what I mean? And I saw him. You can actually check my page. It's on it, yeah. He said, yo. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I got a quick question and I'll tap off.
What's up?
I started with Steve Cunningham and all that shit, but I had a question for Zeb. Zeb, you have any... What's the I'm freezing up. Any advice for us young fighters? As far as like promoters and like shit to do in the back end, like training, what do y'all do in camp?
Yeah, I mean, the greatest advice I can tell every fighter is prepare yourself for every fight. Prepare yourself to the best of your ability. Make sure your speed is up. Make sure your condition is up. Make sure you are ready to go the whole distance and ready to go. Don't get in there and break down. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, as far as the business, you know, there's a lot of information out here on promoters and people that do it the right way and people that don't do it the right way. But I would say get yourself locked in with somebody that has some type of experience, some type of leeway in this game. Yeah, do it like that.
That's with me personally. I started with Steve Cunningham. If y'all know who that is.
I know Steve.
Yeah. So I started with him.
You did USCC. Yeah. My guy.
But yeah, I started with him. I was in with him for a couple of years, but it's been a good route. But thanks.
You still fighting?
Sean Davis' brother, Killer.
What you said, Zab?
Now I'm talking like Dream Killer. He asked me who he fight.
Dream Killer.
I'm fighting on Calvin Davis, Keyshawn Davis' brother.
Get him on for you guys right now.
I'm here to spar though.
E-Money, appreciate you for tapping in, man. Make sure you guys are always welcome. Tap in on the Before Champ. This is where you guys have a voice.
Well, this is your house. This is your house, Kev. So anytime you got something to say or somebody you want to talk to or get a point across, you make sure you DM us and we got you. All right, brother? All right, for sure. Absolutely. I appreciate the love.
So, like I said, we're going to be back tomorrow with your opponent, Calvin Davis, and hopefully you're good with your mouth, just, a pause, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like,
no need.
Well, that's super, right? That was crazy. But yeah, we'll get you guys back on tomorrow, and hopefully we can get a nice show. Pump your your fight real in. We got
pump your fight, your Instagram. Absolutely, man. Really appreciate it, fellas.
Let everybody know.
I got a quick question for you too before I log out. Is because out here in Vegas, I'm not really I don't listen to. I'm just focused on my craft, right? Is I'm talked about over there in the boxing world, in the boxing scene? Do they know Kevin Johnson? Where at? Where you at? Well, I'm in California. Yeah, in California, in New York, in the boxing world, do they come to you like, oh, Kevin Johnson? Or is my name talked about? I mean, no, not a household name yet, but they're speaking about it. They're starting to speak about it, yes. Mm-hmm. All right, for sure. Now, I just wanted to say that because, it's just me over here, focusing on my craft and focusing on my boxing. You know what I mean? I'm not really on social media like that, you know what I mean? But I know that, to me, I feel like the boxing world knows who I am. You know what I mean? Well, the fighters. Speak your name? You know how you get people to speak your name? Put shit in their pockets. When you get an opponent in front of you, put them on his pockets. I guarantee you, people will start respecting that. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Yup. And this is starting with this fight here, July 6th.
Yeah, because a lot of people, if they don't know him, they know his brother. You know what I mean?
That's right. That part. Yep.
So
you can gain a lot off of this fight right here. If you do it the right way, you can gain a lot off of this. A lot off of it. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. To the next level. Can't wait. All right, fellas. Before champ with Zab Judah in Mill City. Another segment is done. You know what I'm saying? We had fun. We had some good guys tap in, and that was fun, Mills. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back at y'all. I can't even say tomorrow. We could be back in an hour. I don't know. But We'll be back. Hit that notification button. Hit that like button. And hit that follow button. We'll be back at you.
Yeah, I already know. Blessings.
Before champ.
Salute. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, just like Zab said, you might not never know. Like you might not never know. We might be on, later on. Salute to everybody on the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. God bless, and on to the next.